Today we are going to go over how to use Microsoft PowerPoint, well, the very basics of it. And we're going to start that with how to open it. Just like in Microsoft Word or when you'd open any other file, hit the Start menu, type in PowerPoint, and it's going to be the very first one at the top. I'm going to hit Enter, and then this screen appears. Once you get used to working with PowerPoint, you can select one of these different options that are located on the start screen, but for now go ahead and hit blank presentation or click on blank presentation, and that's going to bring up something that looks like this. As with any kind of file, the very first thing you want to do when you open a new one is you want to save it. So it's exactly the same as Word, Publisher, Excel, or any other product, Microsoft product that you're going to use. Go to File, Save As, and you want to go to your computer and browse the desktop or browse your files. Here I am under Libraries in Documents. There's my folder called Mr. Tapia. You see I already have saved some PowerPoints in here that you may have seen from the previous videos. I'm going to go ahead and name this PowerPoint Basics. PowerPoint Basics. Now, I misspelled basics. No, I didn't. Basics. Now you notice I almost made a very critical error. I need to put my last name in the file name so that way I can find it in case it gets moved or somebody deletes it or something like that. So I'm going to click Save, and now you can see up here it is now saved under my name, Tapia PowerPoint Basics. After you save it, the very first thing that you want to do is you want to make it look just a little bit better. You never want to just use this blank white screen right here. Not only will that probably hurt your eyes, but it doesn't look very nice. And the way to do it is you go to this Design tab up here. You click it, and up at the top there's going to show a bunch of neat styles that can be applied to your slides. I'm hovering over them one by one, and the styles get applied to the slides as I'm hovering over them, so you can see what you want. If you don't like those, you can click this down arrow right here, and it'll give you some additional ones. You can also browse for themes online. You can make your own theme and save it. It just depends on what you want. For this one, I think I'm just going to choose, let me see, something simple. We'll choose that one. Once you choose a theme, you can access some variants over here. If you notice, as I hover over these variants, the text changes. The little dot right here changes colors, and it just kind of changes what colors and what font styles and things that PowerPoint's going to use. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to this purple, this one with the purple dot, and the text looks a little bit different. So I have that there. I'm going to go back to the Home tab, and the next thing we need to do is start adding some information to PowerPoint. Before you start making a PowerPoint, you need to know that this software is used to give a presentation. It is not like Microsoft Word or Publisher, where you're creating something for an essay or a flyer or something like that that needs to have all the information just on that piece of paper. This is meant to have some important points of information on it, and then you as the presenter, you'll be standing up there presenting, you as the presenter will be giving the rest of the information. So keep that in mind as we're working through this, because that's going to influence on what you put on your slides. I'm going to go over here and say my basic PowerPoint introduction. PowerPoint. I'll just say my basic PowerPoint. I'm going to click in here to go ahead and add a subtitle. I'll just put my name, Mr. Tapia. And there it is. Now, PowerPoint is all about style and customization. So, if I'm at my Home tab, I can go up here to this little button that says Quick Styles. I'm going to click on it, and you see as I hover over it, various things change in that box that I had selected. So I could change it to almost anything I want. I'm going to pick, I'll pick this one. You could also do that if you click on the big box. Notice that I now have the box that contains my title selected. If I select Quick Styles, I can change what's in that box also. We'll put it, I'll just leave it as the, no, I don't want to put it there. I'll leave it right, and you'd be able to see those words right here. My last word went down there, so I'm going to go ahead and make this box just a little bit bigger so I can see that, and then I'm going to move it up so the dot is there. So you can see very quickly by using these buttons, this button, the Quick Styles button, and some other buttons on the Home tab, that you can get this customized very, very quickly and get it looking exactly how you want it. The next thing you need to know is how to insert a new slide. Currently we only have the title slide, but you're going to need more slides than that, so there are 3 ways to do it. First way is you can come up to this button that says New Slide. I'm going to click on it, and it makes a new slide here. The next thing I'm going to do is I can right-click, and they give me the option for a new slide. I'm going to hit New Slide, and another one's going to appear. The last way to do it is you kind of have to listen in for the clicks of the keyboard. I'm going to hold the control button down, and I'm going to press the letter M, and a new slide appears. Now as I'm clicking through these slides, I noticed, hey, this design doesn't really give me much. So I want to change my mind. I'm going to go up to Design. I'm going to click this More button, and I think I'm going to choose something different, something with more of a background. Let's see, we'll do that one. So I click it, and notice that it changes all of my other slides that I've made. Now there is a way that you can make a style apply to one slide only, but I'll go over that in another video. I'm going to go back to the Home tab and just make some little adjustments here. I'm going to center my text. I would like to, let me see if I can find it. I can't really find it right now, but I'm going to go ahead and center these text. I want to make this window or this text box just a little bit smaller, and I want to change the color of my name there to something that you can be more easily seen. I think that works well. Alright, so I've just changed the way it looks just for some simplicity's sake. I'm going to go to my next slide over here, and the way you get to different slides is you click on it, and they will move you to that slide so you can edit what's on it. Sometimes this panel over here will seem as though it disappeared. Most of the times that's just a mistake though. If you make this window too small, you notice it kind of goes away, and then I have trouble, hey, where did my slides go? You just have to hover over the line and bring it back. This is a little bit different than Word in that you must use text boxes. I have this text box right here. I'm going to hit the delete button just to get rid of them. And now I have no text box on the screen, and I'm going to try to type something. I don't know if you can hear it, but my computer is giving me a little message or warning sound saying, hey, you can't type here. There's nothing in here for you to type. You must use a text box when using PowerPoint. So in order to put an extra text box, I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to choose my text box option right here. I'm going to click it. I'll click and drag, and I make a text box. Now notice what happens if I click away from the text box with nothing typed in it. It's gone. I try to type, and I can't type anything. When you're putting in your text box, you must make sure to at least type something. In my case, I'm going to type the word mouse. Now my text box is there, and notice I can move it wherever I choose. Unlike Microsoft Word, where you have to right-click and go to Wrap Text, I can move this text box wherever that I want. Now, in terms of inserting pictures, it's the same as Microsoft Word. You go to Insert, you go to Online Pictures. I'm going to type in small mouse just to get a picture in there to show you guys what we can do with it. I'm going to go to Show All Web Results so I can see a few more. And now I have a mouse inserted into my picture. You notice this Format tab comes up just like in Microsoft Word. I'm going to, since PowerPoint is all about customization, I'm going to go ahead and add something fancy to this. So right now I'm just scrolling through these styles that Microsoft PowerPoint has pre-made for me, and I think I like that one. Now my mouse has a nice little border, and he's looking a lot better. So when you're using PowerPoint, it's all about giving a presentation. So I want to put in a couple of key points about this mouse. Again, I cannot type without having a text box, so I'm going to go to the Insert tab. I'm going to hit Text Box. I am going to draw a text box, and I need to put something in there so I can find my text box. With PowerPoint, you want to do your best to stay away from typing paragraphs. Most of the time, notice I'm in the Home tab, most of the time you're going to be using bullets. Bullets are used to create nice and organized lists. So I'm going to hit the bullet, and notice my little bullet point appears. You can customize those by clicking this down arrow, and some pre-selected ones come up. I'll choose this one. You can add some and do all kinds of fancy things, but I'll leave that for another day. I'm going to type, this mouse has big ears. I'm going to hit the enter key, and notice it automatically makes another bullet for me. This mouse is small, and I'll go ahead and say this mouse's name is Frank. The mouse's name is Frank. So I'm going to go ahead and insert some space here, just so I can take up a little bit more there. Now I have some points about this mouse. But you noticed I still have a lot of blank space on this slide. That's not necessarily good. You want to have some empty area, but you want your slide to try to look a little bit nicer than that. So in order to accomplish that, I'm going to convert this to Smart Art. Smart Arts. No, I wanted to convert it to Inserts Word Art. I want some fancy looking stuff on here to make it look a little bit nicer. I'll just go ahead and choose that one. Notice the word mouse is now word art, which is a fancier way of typing text. And I'm going to put this up here as my title. Looks a little bit nicer. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can underline it. And that looks quite a bit better. I'm going to take this text right here using the Home tab. I'm going to change the size a little bit because I've got plenty of space. I'll put it to 32. Drag my text box up here and make it so that everything fits on mostly one line. And there we go. So remember, in PowerPoint, it's all about customization. So now I have this slide nice and customized, and I would be ready to give this very, very short presentation about this mouse. Oh, and I almost forgot. Don't forget to save your work by either clicking this disk over here. You notice it also gives you a keyboard shortcut that says Control S. I can hit this, or I can hold Control, click S, or File, Save. All of those work equally well.